What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here. As always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. Man, that Tua running. Tua was having an awful game. Awful game. 3 interceptions. They were getting blown out by Buffalo. Tomorrow will be Josh Allen is the greatest quarterback of all time. But Josh Allen's not going to have 150 yards passing in one TD. His defense, of course, getting all the interceptions and getting the stops, literally put them in short fields every single time. But Tua scrambling after, I don't know if you remember, last year was a good year for him. You know, the offensive line said that nobody was going to touch their quarterback, and they meant it. But the year before, Tua had gotten a concussion on a Sunday game and then played on Thursday and had that concussion that was literally, they took the ambulance and carried him off the field in the ambulance. This was shades of that because when he got hit, he went head first. You see the hit in the head go through. But when he went out, you could see his fingers almost going like spirit hands and his hands going up. I think he lost consciousness there. He did walk off the field, but you have to look at it and say he is susceptible to concussions. Now, I don't know how long he's going to be out and things, but this is one of those things that you got to worry about your life after football. Now, he signed a contract with $160 million guaranteed. Shout out to him for getting that deal. If he does have to retire, I'm sure there'll be some kind of injury settlement or something like that. But still, you have to start thinking about your longevity in here and wonder, you can't protect it. You can't protect it. But here's where things change quickly in the NFL. You know, the funny thing to me is, automatically, except for the Cowboys, if a team was good last year, they automatically assume that team's going to be good. And they go through and they'll tell you all the things that, this is a playoff team, this playoff team. You know, for example, last year going into the season, we had people talking about, I'll take Daniel Jones over Dak Prescott, 100 times out of 100 and stuff. That kind of things, because they figured the Giants, they were a playoff team, they won a playoff game, they're going to be good the next year, and then they're ass. As we sit here right now, Tua may be gone for a lengthy period of time, and they need a quarterback. You see trending, bringing back Ryan Tannehill, but then we've also got Trey Lance. You look at the Green Bay Packers. He's going to be gone 3 to 6 weeks, maybe not with the Green Bay Packers, but that's a situation where you look at it and say, okay, that could have been a possibility. And you've got the Cleveland Browns that right now are looking at Deshaun Watson, and you have to figure that they're trying to get out of the Deshaun Watson deal. I think that's why they ended up restructuring his deal, putting money down the road, and now all of a sudden this case has come up, which implications are that it's possible that it could end up being that they could void his contract, in which case they may be looking for a quarterback. Regardless of how the contract works, they are ready to bench the guy, or at least the fans are. They are pissed that guy stinks. And, here it is. Miami is losing 31-10, and they may not have a quarterback. Here's where it gets to be crazy. We killed the Cowboys, me included. We killed the Cowboys because we don't have playoff success. We don't do what it takes to win, as they say. But here it is. You can't say that Miami did not try to surround Tua with all kinds of help. They went out and they got Jalen Ramsey. They went out, they got themselves Tyreek Hill. They got Cedric Wilson. They went out and they've signed players to try and be a great team. They went out, they got the hot coach, young coach and stuff, that's supposed to be the genius. And guess what? They lost the same round we did in playoffs last year. And right now you're looking at it and saying they've spent a whole lot of money for a whole lot of players that aren't paying dividend. And now they're in a hole with quarterback. You can look at the Jets, who, we'll see if the Jets rebound. Now again, they were playing San Francisco on the road and stuff, but you look at that as a team that spent a whole lot of money trying to get their shit together. And last year was abysmal, and I'm betting that this year is going to be much better. So, the Green Bay Packers, Jordan Love gone 3 to 6 weeks, that's really going to hurt them. Shout out to Tom Grassi, sending the raid over to Cowboy Joe Boo. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the love. And definitely, best of luck getting to that 1 million subscribers before you move. Still don't like the Packers, though. You broke my heart too many times. But now you start looking at this and saying, all of a sudden, your seasons are definitely going to be down between the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Packers. And that's the crazy thing about football. You don't know what you don't know. And for all those players out there that, you got to understand, you're one play away from your season being done. And for those out there that look and say, Dak sucks, I remember when everybody was saying, tank for Tua. Tank for Tua. I remember when people wanted us to tank for Trevor Lawrence. Dak is a really good quarterback. A really good quarterback. And there's not many of those guys out there. So, that's why there's a market possibly coming up for Trey Lance. So, any of these teams out there, pick up the phone, give them a call. And I'm going to say one final thing before I get out of here and tell you guys to make sure you tell the people you love how much you love them. The Cowboys seem to have things falling in the right places. I talk about threading the needle. To get the performances that you're getting from Overshown is about as good as any free agent that you could get. Getting Eric Kendricks out there. They were sitting there talking about the Saints getting 12 pressures. 12 pressures. Hell, Mikey had almost that by himself. We had 3 guys in the top 10 in pressure. Things seem to be falling in place for the Cowboys at least. The guys that were injured have come back better, or at least not worse. The rookies that we've gotten that have had to play are starting out playing well. And it may end up being that you might end up being able to trade Trey Lance and get something back for him. Zeke Elliott doesn't look old as can be, regardless of what Philly 500 said. Maybe, just maybe. And I'm not going to say anything else. I'm going to say maybe, just maybe. Things are falling in the right direction. But remember, good people, life is short and life is precious. Don't waste it with bullshit. Make the most of your time here. And make sure the people you love know how you feel about them. And I love you guys. And God willing, we'll all be here tomorrow. Peace. Oh, mind you, check out, shout out to Miss Tracy. Look at this. Micah the Assassin. Tell me that's not bad. Tell me that's not badass. We'll be giving these away on our live stream on Sunday. You can best believe. Peace.